Damning draft report from the Council of Europe claims Kosovo's Prime Minister, Hashim Tachi, has been running a mafia-like organization for more than a decade. The paper is based on a 2-year-long investigation that claims the network is responsible for human organ trafficking and drug and weapon smuggling. It also claims Tachi has been violently controlling the heroin trade in the region for the last 10 years. Pristina has denied the allegations, saying it's an attempt to blacken the reputation of the Kosovo Liberation Army. RT's Alice Hibbert has more.
Shocking news to hit Kosovo on Monday. Prime Minister Hashim Tachi was identified in a Council of Europe report that was leaked to the media as the head of a major Albanian mafia-like crime network. It's claimed by the report that it's the major dominating presence in all aspects of organised crime in the region, including arms, human and drugs trafficking, and most shockingly of all, the killing of Serbs both during and after the 1999 Kosovan War, using their organs for harvesting to then be sold on the black market. This report was led by the human rights investigator Dick Marty and is due to be formally presented to the Council on Thursday. In this report, Mr Marty says that Mr Tachi's connections to organised crime date back well over 10 years when his Drenica group became the dominant factor within the Kosovan Liberation Army, the KLA. And this report was in fact commissioned because the former chief prosecutor for war crimes at The Hague, Carla Del Ponte, said that during her investigations she was prevented from properly looking into the actions of senior KLA members. And in this report, Mr Marty is highly critical of the international community for largely ignoring the actions of the KLA during the Kosovan War. He says that they instead chose to place a premium on, I quote, some degree of short-term stability in the region. And as a result, Mr Tachi and those loyal to him have played a dominant role in Kosovan politics for the past decade. The leaking of this report also coincided with the beginning of legal proceedings in a Pristina courthouse into an alleged case of organ trafficking that was discovered by the Kosovan police. And in this Council of Europe report, Mr Marty makes a connection with that case and the alleged organ harvesting of the KLA in 2000. And all of this comes as tensions are already running high in Pristina, barely 24 hours after the historic elections there, the first general election to take place in the region since its unilateral declaration of independence in 2008. Mr Tachi's Democratic Party of Kosovo claimed victory in those elections, but allegations of vote rigging have led for the other major parties there to call for a recount. So tensions running high in this leaked Council of Europe report, causing even more waves to ripple across the already troubled region.
Marko Gasic from the British-Serbian Alliance for Peace says the price Tachi might pay is nothing compared to the brutal crimes committed.
He faces, to put it mildly, a difficult time, but I think the time he faces is nothing compared to the time that those living human beings who were kept in concentration camps and were systematically cut up and then sewn back up again after organs had been removed from them in a series of episodes till they were finally begging to be murdered rather than continually chopped up and let live in that condition. I'm sure that anything that happens to him will be mild compared to what his Drenica group at the head of the KLA, which took over Kosovo from Serbia, were responsible for. And I guess that my expectation is this report will be hushed up as much as it is possible to